Last of Us Season 2 is out, and where I thought Season 1 did a good job, I was curious on how Season 2 was going to pan out. I skipped the second game because, well, it didn't look too good, and I had planned to play it while watching Season 2 to compare the two, but after a couple of episodes, I didn't even want to invest that much time into this show. Ellie actually drains any enjoyment of this show. She's like an energy vampire. Most of the time, I had to force myself to pay attention because she was so annoying. Ellie is written with the utmost entitlement. I thought this was supposed to take place 3 years later when she's 19, but somehow she acts worse than a 16-year-old. I can't tell if this is a symptom of modern day writers or if this was intended. Ellie gets told things are too dangerous. We have protocols to protect people. She ignores it mockingly and immediately goes and gets bit. This isn't a one-time thing. This is every other episode. Someone tells her, hey, it's dangerous. Even I, a person with more experience, wouldn't do that. She goes in, needs saving, someone third parties the group that's trying to gank her. I could forgive this if she had some sort of personal mission, if she had any sort of skill, but I'm convinced Elmo would have a better survival skills than Ellie. I thought this was supposed to be a story of revenge, but most of the time it plays like a coming of age story, and it can't even succeed at that. They made Ellie incompetent. Dina literally has to do everything from survival, mapping out their routes, and even plan of attack. And their relationship is the second reason that ruined the show for me. It's two young people falling in love. They're going on a fun adventure with some tense action moments, and none of it ever equates to the themes of revenge. So much so, I forgot Joel had died.
What life?
The moment when Ellie decides she wants to be a dad really confused me. I had to go check what happened in the game to compare, and it's literally night and day. Ellie in the game is so obsessed with revenge, she actually gets mad at Dina for withholding the information because, yes, bring life into the world should be a momentous occasion like it is in the show, but the game doesn't forget that they are telling a narrative of revenge. So video game Ellie is mad that this gets in the way of her selfish desires to kill Abby.
We could have still turned back.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
TV show Ellie is just an entitled, selfish brat as default. And video game Ellie is turning into a selfish, revenge-fueled Shinigami. This created so many inconsistencies for the third act between Ellie, who she is as a person, and what the plot needed her to do. I was getting emotional whiplash due to how she didn't know how to act. There are these sweet, tender moments where Ellie is concerned for Dina and the future health of the baby. She's willing to give up her mission to keep them safe, only for her to abandon her friends in danger to fulfill her revenge on 2 occasions.
Oh, they called for backup.
Then he'll pin more of them down. I know him. He would want me to do this.
To then having to be saved by the same people she keeps abandoning because she's too incompetent to help herself. It's like a switch goes off in her head. She will see something or someone and be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that revenge thing. Jesse and Joel are my 2 favorite characters this season, and it's Ellie's interaction with them that helped define her character in the worst ways.
Fuck the community! All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite! You think you're good and I'm bad?
I like that Ellie and Joel drift apart because they are different people with different values. Joel killing Eugene and lying about it really set these characters apart in a natural way for the story, and I'm worried it was done on accident. Because Joel comes off as a strong character. While Eugene may have had time to make it back to his wife again, Joel didn't want to risk it. He sacrificed his relationship with Ellie to protect the community. This is mirrored with Jesse, who goes out of his way to save Ellie and Dina. Once he finds out he's going to be a father, he does all that he can to be a dad, to be alive for his community, because he's also the future leader. At one point, 6 wolves gang up on one guy. These are soldiers, not actual wolves. These 2 factions have been at war, and Ellie wants to save the young man that's getting ganged up on. Jesse stops her, saying they are outnumbered, outarmed, and they aren't affiliated with this war. Mind you, Ellie has lost just about every fight she's been in, yet she still wants to go out of her way to save this man, jeopardizing everything. Her revenge, the unborn baby, and putting her friends at more risk because she thinks it's the right thing to do.
You let a kid die today, Jesse. Because why? He wasn't in your community?
The amount of plot armor that Ellie abuses is insane. The connection between Jesse and Joel is how you write strong characters. People who have to make a sacrifice they don't expect the world to change for them like Ellie does. They give up a piece of themselves in order for others to live peacefully. I thought Ellie would learn from this, from Joel, see that in Jesse. Nope. She just uses him letting that other guy die as an arguing point for him being a bad person. Because when Jesse has to save Ellie for the third time and they get a moment to empathize with each other, Jesse says he's okay with what she's doing because if the roles were switched, she would burn the world for him. My eyes just about rolled out of my head. Ellie couldn't save Jesse if she tried, and the whole show goes out of its way to try to justify all of Ellie's actions. Through each act, she has someone queening her actions. Ellie spent the whole show never making a compromise, never learning from her mistakes, and making others pay for her actions. This isn't a story on how revenge can make someone do horrible things to everyone involved. It's a lesson on why you shouldn't be a spoiled brat. Ellie's best moment is when she tries to forgive Joel, because that's when she's being a strong character. She is sacrificing her grudge, her morals, so she can love a flawed man. And the worst part is, there's never another moment she shows that type of stoicism, which is why I have to give The Last of Us Season 2 a 4 out of 10. Until next time, play nice.